Imagine, just imagine getting like a crystal clear glimpse into your customers' financial futures.
Hmm.
Not just knowing when they're thinking about buying a house or planning for retirement,
Right.
but understanding the why behind those decisions.
Yeah,
That's the power of AI-driven marketing in financial services.
it is.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today.
It's a fascinating field,
Yeah,
that's for
you
sure.
got that right.
Yeah.
And we've got an incredible guide for this deep dive.
Yeah.
We've got Arnaud Fischer with us, CEO of marktgAI.
Okay.
They're basically the AI whisperers for financial institutions.
We do our best. Glad to be here.
Now, you've provided us with a treasure trove of information from marktgAI blog posts, case studies, even a video script, all about how to make AI marketing work in the financial world.
Right.
But what really jumped out at me was how you guys are using these incredibly powerful tools
Yeah.
in a way that enhances the human touch, not replaces it.
Yeah. It's all about striking that balance. AI can analyze massive amounts of data and spot trends that would take humans forever to uncover.
Right.
But it's those human insights, empathy, understanding context, building trust that make those AI-powered strategies truly effective.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Okay.
You can't talk about financial marketing without addressing the elephant in the room, compliance.
Right.
The SEC, FINRA, CFPB, GDPR, CCPA. It's alphabet soup of regulations.
It is, yeah.
How does marktgAI use AI to not just navigate, but actually enhance compliance?
So one of the biggest fears financial institutions have is that their AI algorithms might inadvertently discriminate against certain customer groups,
Right.
which is a huge compliance no-no.
Of course.
We design our AI solutions to not only avoid those pitfalls,
Okay.
but to proactively identify and mitigate potential biases in the data itself.
So it's like having a built-in compliance officer.
Exactly.
Working alongside your marketing team, making sure every decision is both effective and ethical.
As something.
And it goes beyond just avoiding legal trouble.
Right.
When you use AI in a way that's transparent and fair, it actually builds customer trust.
It does.
People are more likely to do business with a company they perceive as responsible and trustworthy, especially when it comes to their finances.
Especially with finances. Yeah.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And speaking of trust,
Okay.
how does AI address another huge challenge in financial marketing? Explaining complex products in a way that's both clear and compliant.
Right.
We all know how much jargon there is in finance.
A lot of jargon, yeah.
A lot.
Think of it this way. AI can act as a translator
Okay,
between the complex language of finance and the everyday language people actually understand.
I like that.
For instance, we helped a wealth management firm create AI-powered educational content that dynamically adjusted to each customer's level of financial literacy. It broke down complex concepts into bite-sized, digestible pieces,
Okay.
which not only increased customer understanding, but also boosted product adoption rates by 34%.
Wow, a 34% increase. That's huge.
Yeah.
So AI is not just about targeting the right customers with the right message.
Right.
It's about making sure they actually understand what they're signing up for.
Absolutely. And that's a critical piece of building lasting trust.
Now, I've got to ask about personalization.
Okay.
It's the buzzword of the century in marketing.
It is.
Everyone expects a tailor-made experience these days.
Right.
But in finance,
Yeah.
it goes beyond just suggesting products you might like.
Sure.
It's about understanding someone's entire financial journey.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. The financial services industry is sitting on a mountain of data transaction history, spending patterns, online behavior, even life events like marriage or having a child.
Right.
We use AI to connect those dots, creating a dynamic map of each customer's financial needs and aspirations.
Okay.
This allows financial institutions to anticipate those needs and offer the right products and services at precisely the right time.
Okay, but how does that actually play out in the real world?
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of this AI-powered crystal ball in action?
One of our clients, a national bank, was struggling to effectively cross-sell their products. They were using a traditional approach,
Okay.
just blasting out generic offers to everyone.
Okay.
It was impersonal and led to a lot of customer complaints.
Right.
We helped them implement an AI system that analyzed customer data
Okay.
to identify not just who might be interested in a particular product,
Okay.
but also when the timing was right.
Hmm.
For example, let's say a customer starts regularly transferring money into a savings account labeled college fund and also starts researching 529 plans online.
Okay.
The AI recognizes these signals and proactively sends the customer personalized information about the bank's own 529 plan offerings. At the exact moment they're most receptive to it.
At the exact moment.
It resulted in a 31% increase in product adoption, and importantly, a 42% drop in customer complaints.
So instead of being bombarded with irrelevant offers, customers are getting targeted, helpful information when they actually need it.
That's right.
It's less salesy and more like a financial advisor looking out for their best interests.
That's the goal.
Now, AI is obviously great at crunching numbers and spotting patterns. But what about the human element of financial marketing?
Sure.
Things like building relationships, understanding a customer's unique circumstances, and providing personalized advice.
Yeah.
How do you see AI and human interaction working together in this space?
I think the key is to view AI as a tool that enhances human capabilities, not replaces them. For instance, imagine a financial advisor preparing for a meeting with a client.
Okay.
They could spend hours manually sifting through the client's transaction history and trying to piece together their financial goals.
Right.
Or they could use an AI-powered system that automatically analyzes all that data and generates a concise summary, highlighting key insights and potential areas of opportunity. This frees up the advisor's time to focus on what they do best, building rapport with the client, understanding their individual needs, and providing expert guidance.
So instead of spending all their time digging through spreadsheets, advisors can actually have meaningful conversations with their clients.
Exactly.
That sounds like a win-win for everyone.
It is. And that's just one example. We see AI playing an increasingly important role in supporting human financial professionals in a variety of ways, from automating routine tasks to providing real-time insights and recommendations.
All right, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the practical side of things.
Okay.
You guys at marktgAI have developed a 6-step roadmap for implementing AI in financial marketing.
We have.
Step 1 is compliance first.
Right.
Why is that so crucial right out of the gate?
Imagine you've built this amazing AI-powered marketing machine, but it turns out it's inadvertently discriminating against certain customers or violating privacy regulations. You're not just facing legal trouble, you're eroding trust and potentially damaging your brand reputation.
Right.
Building compliance into the very foundation of your AI strategy is absolutely essential. It's not just about ticking boxes. It's about creating a system that's both effective and ethical.
So it's about establishing those guardrails from the very beginning.
Exactly.
Making sure your AI is operating within the bounds of both the law and your company's values.
Precisely.
Step 2 of your roadmap is data governance is key. I know data is the lifeblood of AI.
It is.
But what does good data governance actually look like in the financial world?
It all starts with transparency. You need to be upfront with customers about what data you're collecting, how you're using it, and how you're protecting it. This builds trust and shows that you're committed to using their data responsibly. You also need to have clear internal policies and procedures for data access, storage, and security.
So it's about respecting that data is valuable.
Yeah.
Treating it responsibly.
It is.
And making sure your AI is only working with the information it needs to do its job effectively.
Exactly.
Okay, step 3 is start with a pilot project.
I
love this idea of dipping your toes into the AI pool before diving head first.
Yeah.
Why is that approach so important?
There's a natural tendency to want to go all in with new technology, especially when it promises so much.
Right.
But with AI, it's really important to start small and scale strategically. A pilot project allows you to test the waters, see how AI performs in a controlled environment, and gather valuable data and insights that you can use to refine your strategy before rolling it out more broadly.
So it's about proving the concept.
Right.
Identifying any potential hiccups.
Exactly.
And getting your team comfortable with the technology before making a larger investment.
That's right.
And what about step 4, train your team?
I
imagine this is about more than just teaching people how to use the software.
It absolutely is. AI is a powerful tool, but it's only as effective as the people who are using it.
Right.
You need to ensure that everyone on your team understands not only the technical aspects of AI, but also the ethical considerations, the compliance implications, and the potential impact on your customers. This includes everyone from your marketing team to your compliance officers, your IT department, and even your customer service representatives.
So you're creating a culture of AI literacy across the entire organization.
That's the goal, and it's an ongoing process. The field of AI is constantly evolving, so it's crucial to stay up to date on the latest advancements and best practices.
Okay, step 5 is monitor and adjust.
Right.
This sounds like a crucial but often overlooked part of any AI implementation.
It often is.
Why is this step so important?
AI is not a set-it-and-forget-it solution. You need to be constantly monitoring its performance, collecting feedback from your team and your customers, and making adjustments as needed. This ensures that your AI system is always operating at peak efficiency and delivering the desired results. And it also helps you identify and address any potential issues before they become major problems.
So it's about staying agile,
Right.
being responsive to feedback,
It is.
and constantly refining your AI strategy based on real-world data and insights.
That's right.
All right, and the final step of your roadmap is gradual expansion.
Okay.
So once you've got your initial AI project up and running, how do you scale it up strategically without biting off more than you can chew?
It's all about building on your successes and learning from your mistakes. As you gain experience with AI, you'll start to identify new opportunities for its application within your organization.
Okay.
But it's important to expand gradually,
Right.
focusing on areas where AI can deliver the most value and where you have the resources and expertise to implement it effectively.
So it's not about rushing to automate everything.
No, it's not.
It's about taking a strategic, measured approach to AI adoption, focusing on areas where it can make the biggest impact.
Exactly. And it's about staying flexible. The field of AI is constantly evolving, so your strategy needs to evolve along with it. What works today might not work tomorrow, so it's important to be adaptable and willing to experiment.
Now, we've talked a lot about the nuts and bolts of AI implementation.
Right.
But let's zoom out a bit and talk about the bigger picture.
Sure.
You guys at marktgAI have identified some really fascinating trends emerging in the field of AI-driven financial marketing.
We have.
One that caught my eye was the idea of behavioral economics meets AI. Can you break that down for us?
Of course. Behavioral economics studies how psychological factors influence our financial decisions. We all have biases and heuristics that shape our choices, often leading us to make less than rational decisions. AI can help us overcome these biases and make better financial choices.
Okay.
For example, AI can analyze our spending patterns and identify areas where we could be saving money. It can then provide personalized recommendations and nudges to help us make smarter choices.
So it's not just about giving us generic financial advice.
Right.
It's about understanding our individual psychological quirks and tailoring those recommendations to fit our unique personalities.
Exactly. And that's what makes this approach so powerful. We're not just relying on cold, hard data. We're factoring in the human element, the emotional side of money.
This is where it gets really interesting.
It does.
So imagine an AI-powered financial app that not only tracks your spending, but also analyzes your emotional responses to money. Let's say you have a tendency to overspend when you're stressed. The AI could detect this pattern and proactively send you a calming message or suggest a relaxing activity to help you manage your stress levels.
That's a great example. Or imagine an AI system that detects a pattern of impulsive purchases. Instead of just sending a generic notification saying, hey, you're spending too much, it could analyze your past behavior and send a message saying something like, remember that time you regretted buying those shoes you never wore? Take a moment to think about this purchase before you hit confirm.
It's like having a little AI therapist in your pocket.
It is,
Helping you manage your relationship with money in a more holistic way.
That's a great way to put it. And that's just the beginning. We're still in the early stages of exploring the intersection of behavioral economics and AI.
This is seriously mind-blowing stuff.
It is.
I'm starting to see why you're so passionate about this field.
Yeah.
It's not just about crunching numbers and automating tasks. It's about leveraging technology to create a more human-centered approach to finance.
I couldn't agree more.
Okay, so we've explored the intersection of behavioral economics and AI.
We have.
What are some other exciting trends you're seeing on the horizon for AI-driven financial marketing?
One area that's really heating up is voice and conversational AI. We're seeing a growing demand for 247 financial assistants. And AI-powered chatbots and virtual assistants are stepping up to meet that need.
So instead of waiting on hold for hours
Right.
or trying to navigate a clunky website,
Yeah.
you can just talk to your AI-powered financial assistant and get instant answers to your question.
Exactly.
It's like having a personal financial advisor in your pocket.
Exactly. And these AI assistants are becoming increasingly sophisticated. They can understand complex financial terminology, provide personalized recommendations, and even learn your preferences over time.
This brings up a question that's been on my mind throughout this entire discussion.
Right.
How do you address the potential for bias in AI systems,
Right.
especially in a field as sensitive as finance?
It's a crucial consideration, and one we take very seriously. We're constantly working to ensure that our AI systems are trained on diverse and representative data sets, and that they're regularly audited for potential biases. We also believe in transparency. We want our clients and their customers to understand how our AI systems are making decisions, and to have the ability to challenge those decisions if they believe they're unfair.
So it's about building trust by being open about how AI is being used
It is.
and by having clear mechanisms in place to address any potential biases.
Precisely.
Okay, let's move on to another trend that's getting a lot of buzz these days.
Huh.
Real-time fraud detection.
Okay.
How is AI being used to combat financial crime, and what makes it so effective?
AI is a game changer when it comes to fraud detection. Traditional fraud detection systems rely on rule-based approaches that are slow and often ineffective at catching sophisticated fraudsters. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of data in real time,
Okay.
looking for patterns and anomalies that might indicate fraudulent activity.
So instead of waiting for a human analyst to spot a suspicious transaction,
Right.
AI can flag it instantly and prevent the fraud from happening in the first place?
That's right. And these AI systems are constantly learning, becoming more sophisticated and effective at identifying new fraud tactics.
That's incredible.
It is.
It's like having a superpowered security guard protecting your financial accounts.
It is. And it's not just about protecting financial institutions, it's about protecting their customers. By preventing fraud, we're helping people avoid the financial and emotional stress that comes with being a victim of financial crime.
So AI is not just about efficiency and personalization.
Right.
It's about peace of mind.
It is.
Knowing that your financial data is being protected by cutting-edge technology.
Exactly.
Okay, let's wrap up this section by talking about another really exciting area, AI-driven wealth management.
Okay.
How is AI changing the way people invest and manage their money?
Sure.
And what are the implications for both financial institutions and their clients?
AI is democratizing wealth management, making it accessible to everyone, not just the wealthy elite. AI-powered robo-advisors are already becoming increasingly popular, offering automated investment advice and portfolio management services at a fraction of the cost of traditional human advisors.
So it's like having a personal financial advisor without the hefty price tag.
Right.
But AI-driven wealth management goes beyond just basic robo-advisory, right?
Absolutely. AI algorithms can analyze vast amounts of market data, identifying trends and opportunities that would be impossible for humans to spot. They can then create personalized investment portfolios that are tailored to each individual's risk tolerance, financial goals, and investment preferences.
So it's like having a team of financial experts working for you around the clock.
Exactly.
Constantly monitoring the markets and making adjustments to your portfolio to maximize your returns.
Exactly. And as AI continues to evolve, we can expect to see even more sophisticated and personalized wealth management solutions.
This is really exciting stuff.
It is.
It sounds like AI has the potential to revolutionize
It does.
not just the financial services industry, but the way we all think about and manage our money.
I agree. It's a fascinating time to be working in this field.
This has been an incredible deep dive so far.
It has.
We've covered a lot of ground
Yeah.
from the unique challenges of financial marketing
Right.
to the incredible possibilities that AI unlocks.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up this part of our deep dive,
Okay.
I want to touch on one more important point. The human element.
I think that's crucial.
While we've discussed the many ways AI can enhance financial marketing,
Right.
I think it's important to remember that AI is a tool.
It is.
And like any tool,
Yeah.
it can be used for good or for bad.
Right.
It's up to us, the humans, to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly,
It is.
and that it always serves the best interests of our clients and society as a whole.
I couldn't agree more. AI has the potential to transform the financial services industry for the better, but only if we use it wisely and with a strong sense of ethics.
So as we continue to explore the exciting possibilities of AI, let's not lose sight of the importance of human judgment, intuition, and empathy.
Absolutely.
And let's remember that the goal of AI should never be to replace humans,
Right.
but to empower them to do their jobs better,
It should be.
to provide better service to their clients,
Yeah.
and to create a more equitable and sustainable financial system.
That's a vision worth striving for.
It is. Now let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our exploration of AI-driven financial marketing with Arnaud. Stay tuned.
Sounds good. It's amazing to think how quickly AI is evolving, isn't it? We're already seeing such a profound impact on the financial services industry, and it feels like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible.
It's like we've opened this door to a whole new world of possibilities, and we're just starting to explore what's on the other side. Now, before the break, we were talking about the human element of AI, and I want to dig a little deeper into that. There's been a lot of talk about AI replacing human jobs, especially in fields like finance. What are your thoughts on that?
It's a valid concern, and it's something we need to be mindful of as we integrate AI into the workforce. But I don't believe AI is going to replace humans altogether. Instead, I see AI as a tool that can augment human capabilities, freeing us from repetitive tasks and allowing us to focus on what we do best: creative problem solving, critical thinking, and building relationships.
So it's not about AI versus humans. It's about AI and humans working together to achieve better outcomes.
Exactly. It's about finding that synergy, that sweet spot where human intelligence and artificial intelligence complement each other. For instance, imagine a loan officer who can use AI to quickly analyze a borrower's financial history and creditworthiness,
Okay.
freeing up their time to have a more in-depth conversation with the borrower about their individual needs and goals.
That makes a lot of sense. Instead of spending all their time crunching numbers, loan officers can actually spend more time connecting with their clients on a human level.
Right. And it's not just loan officers. We're seeing this trend across the financial services industry. Financial advisors can use AI to get a holistic view of their clients' financial situations, allowing them to provide more personalized and insightful advice. Investment managers can use AI to analyze market trends and identify investment opportunities. And customer service representatives can use AI to answer routine questions and resolve issues more efficiently.
It sounds like AI is giving financial professionals superpowers, allowing them to do their jobs better and faster, while also providing a more personalized and engaging experience for their clients.
Exactly. It's all about empowering people to do their best work.
Okay, so we've talked about how AI can augment human capabilities. But what about the potential for AI to create new jobs and opportunities in the financial services industry?
That's a really exciting area. As AI becomes more sophisticated, we're going to need people who can develop, implement, and manage these complex systems. We're going to need data scientists, AI engineers, and AI ethicists. And we're going to need people who can bridge the gap between the technical world of AI and the human world of finance.
So it's not just about replacing jobs. It's about creating new ones that require a different skill set. It's about adapting to the changing landscape of the workforce.
Exactly. It's about embracing the opportunities that AI presents and preparing ourselves and future generations for the jobs of tomorrow.
You know, one of the things that really impressed me about marktgAI is your focus on compliance. You mentioned earlier how important it is to build compliance into the very foundation of your AI strategy. Can you give us some specific examples of how marktgAI is using AI to enhance compliance in the financial services industry?
Absolutely. One example is in the area of fair lending. We've developed AI systems that can analyze loan applications and identify potential biases in the decision-making process. For instance, the AI can flag applications where a borrower might have been unfairly denied a loan based on their race, gender, or ethnicity.
So the AI is acting as a safeguard, ensuring that lending decisions are made fairly and objectively, and that everyone has equal access to financial opportunities.
That's right. And it goes beyond just fair lending. We're also using AI to detect and prevent money laundering, identify insider trading, and ensure compliance with Know Your Customer (KYC) regulations.
Wow, it sounds like AI is playing a crucial role in making the financial system more transparent, accountable, and ethical.
It is. And it's not just about avoiding legal trouble. It's about building trust with customers and creating a level playing field for everyone.
Speaking of building trust, you also mentioned the importance of transparency and data governance in AI-driven financial marketing. Can you elaborate on that a bit?
Transparency is crucial when it comes to AI. Customers have a right to know how their data is being used, and financial institutions have a responsibility to be open and honest about their AI practices.
Mm.
This includes explaining how AI systems are making decisions, what data is being collected and analyzed, and what steps are being taken to protect customer privacy.
So it's not just about complying with regulations, it's about being upfront with customers and building trust through transparency.
Exactly. And it goes beyond just being transparent. Financial institutions also need to have strong data governance practices in place.
Okay.
This means having clear policies and procedures for data collection, storage, and use. It also means having mechanisms in place to ensure that data is accurate, secure, and protected from unauthorized access.
So it's about treating customer data with respect, recognizing that it's a valuable asset that needs to be protected.
Absolutely. And it's about using that data responsibly in a way that benefits both the customer and the financial institution.
Now, earlier we talked about the potential for AI to predict customer behavior. And you gave some really compelling examples of how AI can be used to anticipate customer needs and offer the right products at the right time. Can you delve a little deeper into how this works in practice? What kind of data is being used to make these predictions, and how accurate are these predictions?
The data we use to predict customer behavior comes from a variety of sources, including transaction history, spending patterns, online activity, demographic information, and even social media data. The key is to use a holistic approach, analyzing all of this data together to get a comprehensive understanding of each individual customer.
So it's not just about looking at a single data point in isolation. It's about connecting all of those dots to create a richer, more nuanced picture of the customer.
Exactly. And as for the accuracy of these predictions, it's constantly improving as AI systems become more sophisticated and as we gather more data. We're already seeing AI systems that can predict things like customer churn, loan defaults, and even investment performance with a high degree of accuracy.
That's incredible. Sounds like AI is giving financial institutions a crystal ball, allowing them to see into the future and make more informed decisions.
It is, in a way. But it's important to remember that AI is just a tool, and it's only as good as the data it's trained on and the people who are using it.
So it's not about replacing human judgment. It's about augmenting it with the power of AI.
Exactly. It's about finding that balance, that sweet spot where human intelligence and artificial intelligence complement each other.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit and talk about another exciting trend in AI-driven financial marketing: personalization. We've all experienced personalization in other areas of our lives, from online shopping to streaming services. But how is AI being used to personalize the financial experience?
AI is being used to personalize every aspect of the financial experience, from the products and services that are offered to the way those products and services are marketed and delivered. For instance, AI can be used to create personalized financial dashboards that show customers a holistic view of their financial situation, including their spending, savings, investments, and debts.
So instead of getting generic financial advice, customers can get a personalized plan that's tailored to their individual needs and goals.
Exactly. AI can also be used to personalize marketing messages, making them more relevant and engaging for each individual customer.
So instead of being bombarded with mass marketing emails and ads, customers are getting targeted messages that are actually relevant to their interests and needs.
That's right, and it goes beyond just marketing messages. AI can also be used to personalize the entire customer journey, from the initial account opening process to ongoing customer service interactions.
So it's about creating a seamless and personalized experience that makes customers feel valued and understood.
Exactly, and that's what leads to customer loyalty and long-term relationships.
Now, you mentioned earlier that one of the challenges of implementing AI in financial marketing is the need to train your team. Can you talk a little bit more about the importance of AI literacy in the financial services industry?
AI literacy is crucial for everyone in the financial services industry. From frontline employees to senior executives, everyone needs to understand the basics of AI, how it works, and its potential impact on their jobs and the industry as a whole. This includes understanding the ethical considerations of AI, as well as the potential risks and challenges.
So it's not just about teaching people how to use the technology, it's about helping them understand the broader implications of AI and how to use it responsibly.
Exactly. It's about creating a culture of AI literacy within the organization, where everyone is empowered to use AI effectively and ethically.
And what are some of the best ways to promote AI literacy in the financial services industry?
There are a number of ways to promote AI literacy, including providing training and education. Financial institutions need to invest in training programs and resources that help their employees understand AI. This can include online courses, workshops, and even mentorship programs. Encouraging experimentation. One of the best ways to learn about AI is to experiment with it. Financial institutions should encourage their employees to explore AI tools and applications and to share their learnings with others.
Right.
Fostering a culture of collaboration. AI is a complex field, and it's going to require collaboration across different departments and teams. Financial institutions need to create a culture where people feel comfortable sharing their knowledge and expertise about AI.
Those are great suggestions. It sounds like promoting AI literacy is not just about providing technical training. It's about creating an environment where people feel comfortable exploring and learning about AI,
Yeah,
and where they feel empowered to use it in a responsible and ethical way.
exactly. It's about creating a culture of innovation and continuous learning.
Now, we've talked a lot about the potential benefits of AI in financial marketing, but I want to touch on some of the potential risks and challenges as well. One concern that often comes up is the potential for AI to be used in ways that discriminate against certain groups of people. For example, if an AI system is trained on data that reflects historical biases, it could perpetuate those biases in its decision-making. How do we ensure that AI is used fairly and equitably in the financial services industry?
That's a crucial question, and it's one that we need to be constantly vigilant about. There are a number of steps we can take to mitigate the risk of bias in AI systems, including using diverse and representative data sets. The data that AI systems are trained on needs to be representative of the population as a whole. This means ensuring that the data includes a wide range of demographics, including race, gender, ethnicity, and socioeconomic status. Regularly auditing AI systems for bias. AI systems need to be regularly audited to identify and address any potential biases. This can involve using statistical techniques to analyze the outputs of AI systems, as well as conducting qualitative reviews of the data and algorithms that are being used, promoting transparency and explainability. AI systems need to be transparent and explainable. This means being able to understand how AI systems are making decisions and being able to identify the factors that are contributing to those decisions.
So it's about being proactive and taking steps to ensure that AI is used in a way that is fair, transparent, and accountable.
Exactly. It's about recognizing that AI is a powerful tool that can be used for good or for bad, and it's up to us to ensure that it's used for the benefit of all.
Now, another potential challenge of AI in financial marketing is the issue of data privacy. Financial data is incredibly sensitive, and there's a lot of concern about how AI systems are collecting, storing, and using this data. What are your thoughts on this?
Data privacy is paramount in the financial services industry, and it's something that we take very seriously at marktgAI. We believe that customers have a right to know how their data is being used, and we're committed to using data responsibly and ethically.
And what are some of the specific steps that marktgAI is taking to protect customer data?
We have a number of safeguards in place to protect customer data, including data encryption. All customer data is encrypted both in transit and at rest. Access controls. Only authorized personnel have access to customer data. Data minimization. We only collect the data that we need for legitimate business purposes. Data retention. We only retain customer data for as long as it is needed. Regular security audits. We conduct regular security audits to ensure that our systems are secure and that customer data is protected.
It sounds like you're taking a comprehensive approach to data security, addressing everything from data encryption to employee training.
We believe that it's crucial to take a holistic approach to data security, addressing both the technical and the human aspects of data protection.
Now, I know you've worked with a lot of different financial institutions, helping them implement AI-driven marketing strategies. Can you share some specific examples of how AI is being used to improve customer engagement and drive business results?
Of course. One example is a large credit card company we worked with that was struggling with customer churn. They were losing a significant number of customers to competitors each year. We helped them implement an AI system that analyzed customer data to identify those who were at risk of churning.
Okay.
The system then triggered personalized marketing campaigns that were designed to retain those customers. As a result, the credit card company saw a significant reduction in customer churn and a substantial increase in customer lifetime value.
Wow, that's a great example of how AI can be used to not just acquire new customers, but also to retain existing ones.
Exactly. And it's not just about customer retention. AI can also be used to improve customer acquisition, increase cross-selling and upselling, and enhance the overall customer experience.
Now, one of the criticisms of AI in marketing is that it can be too impersonal, that it can make customers feel like they're just numbers in a database. How do you address that concern?
I think the key is to use AI in a way that enhances the human touch, not replaces it. AI can be used to personalize the customer experience, but it's important to remember that ultimately it's humans who are building relationships with customers. AI can provide insights and recommendations, but it's up to human employees to use those insights to connect with customers on a personal level.
So it's about finding that balance between the power of AI and the empathy of human interaction.
Exactly. It's about using AI to create a more human-centered approach to marketing.
Now, looking ahead, what are some of the biggest trends you see shaping the future of AI-driven financial marketing?
One of the biggest trends is the increasing sophistication of AI algorithms. AI systems are becoming more powerful and more capable of handling complex tasks. This is going to lead to even more personalized and targeted marketing campaigns, as well as a more seamless and integrated customer experience.
So it's about using AI to create a more intelligent and intuitive financial ecosystem.
Exactly. Another trend is the growing importance of data privacy and security. As AI systems collect and analyze more data, it's crucial to ensure that this data is protected from unauthorized access and use. We're going to see more regulations and industry standards around data privacy and security, as well as a greater focus on ethical AI practices.
So it's about building trust by being transparent about how data is being used and by taking steps to protect customer privacy.
Exactly. And finally, I think we're going to see a greater focus on the human element of AI. As AI systems become more sophisticated, it's important to remember that ultimately it's humans who are making the decisions. We need to ensure that AI is used in a way that is ethical, responsible, and beneficial to all.
So it's about using AI to augment human intelligence, not replace it. It's about creating a future where AI and humans work together to create a more equitable and sustainable financial system.
I couldn't agree more.
Arnaud, this has been an incredibly insightful conversation. Thank you for sharing your expertise with us.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, we hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI-driven financial marketing. It's a fascinating field that's rapidly evolving, and we encourage you to stay informed and engaged as AI continues to transform the financial landscape. Now, let's take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Arnaud and explore some final thoughts on the future of AI in finance. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We've been on quite a journey with Arnaud today, exploring the ins and outs of AI-driven financial marketing.
It has been, yeah.
From hyper-personalization to fraud detection, it seems AI is changing the game in practically every aspect of finance.
It really is a fascinating time to be in this industry. The pace of innovation is incredible.
Now, you mentioned earlier that marktgAI has worked with a bank that was struggling with digital transformation. I'm curious, what was their biggest pain point? And how did AI provide a unique solution that traditional methods couldn't?
So they were drowning in data. They had tons of information about their customers, but no way to effectively analyze it and extract meaningful insights.
All right.
They were essentially flying blind, making marketing decisions based on gut feelings rather than hard data.
Okay.
So we implemented an AI-powered customer segmentation system that analyzed thousands of data points, demographics, transaction history, even social media activity to group customers with similar needs and behaviors.
Okay.
This allowed the bank to create highly targeted marketing campaigns that resonated with each segment.
So instead of sending generic messages to everyone,
Right.
they were able to tailor their communications to specific customer groups, making their marketing much more effective.
Exactly. They saw a 38% reduction in customer acquisition costs because they weren't wasting money on marketing to people who weren't interested.
Right.
Plus, they were able to offer products and services that were genuinely relevant to each customer, leading to higher satisfaction and loyalty.
That's a win-win.
It is.
Now, one of the most intriguing aspects of AI is its ability to predict future behavior. I remember reading a marktgAI case study where you helped a wealth management firm anticipate major life events, leading to a significant increase in product adoption. How did you make that happen?
It was all about spotting subtle patterns in customer data that humans would likely miss. For instance, we found that a slight increase in online searches for family-sized vehicles, coupled with a surge in home decor purchases,
Okay.
often preceded a customer buying their first home.
So you were able to connect those seemingly unrelated data points and predict a major life event before it even happened.
Exactly. Armed with this knowledge, the firm could proactively reach out to those customers with information about mortgage options, financial planning for new homeowners, and even investment products tailored for young families. It felt less like selling and more like helpful advice at the right time.
That's a great example of how AI can enhance the human touch. Instead of waiting for customers to come to them, the firm was able to anticipate their needs and offer support during a crucial moment in their lives. Now, I'm sure some listeners are wondering, how do you balance this predictive power with respecting customer privacy? I mean, no one wants to feel like Big Brother is watching their every move.
That's where ethical considerations come in. At marktgAI, we have a strict policy of only using data that customers have explicitly consented to share.
Okay.
And we're transparent about how that data is used. We also ensure that our AI systems are designed to protect customer privacy at every stage of the process.
So it's not just about the technology itself, it's about using it responsibly and ethically. Which brings me to another question as AI becomes even more sophisticated. How do we ensure it remains a tool for good? A tool that empowers financial professionals and their clients, not one that creates new forms of inequality or manipulation.
That's a question everyone in the AI field is grappling with. It's why transparency and explainability are so crucial. We need to be able to understand how AI systems are making decisions and ensure they're not perpetuating biases or discriminating against certain groups.
Okay.
It's also crucial to have clear regulations and ethical guidelines in place to govern the development and deployment of AI.
So it's about creating a framework for responsible AI development and use, one that prioritizes fairness, transparency, and accountability.
Exactly. And it's an ongoing process. As AI continues to evolve, we need to constantly reevaluate our ethical frameworks and adapt our approach to ensure AI serves humanity's best interests.
This has been an incredibly insightful deep dive, Arnaud. I think our listeners now have a much clearer understanding of how AI is transforming the financial services industry and what it means for both professionals and consumers.
I hope so. It's been a pleasure sharing these insights with you and your listeners.
And for our listeners, as you navigate this rapidly changing world, remember, AI is a tool, a powerful one, but it's up to us to guide its development and use. So stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, keep asking the tough questions. So until next time, keep diving deep.